been electric returning kicks. For Tennessee has 100, or for the Vikings it is, has a 109-yard kick return. Here it is. He takes it 5 yards deep. Patterson brings it out across the 5, 10, 15, 20, accelerates 25. Out to the 30, Earl Thomas is there to trip him up. So a pretty good start for the Vikings. A 35-yard return by Patterson. And Minnesota comes out on offense, 1st and 10. And I'm guessing the 28's going to see the ball a time or two.
I think they'll start the game off with the 28 getting the football. I'd be very surprised if they don't start the game off with them getting the first carry of the football game.
Christian Ponder, nursing a sore shoulder, starts at quarterback. About a third of the field based in sunlight as the Vikings will go from left to right. Under center with an high backfield, and Peterson gets it, first down, and he gets hammered instantly by Red Bryant. He is dropped. In fact, might be just behind the line of scrimmage, about a yard lost as Red Bryant just took his man, Phil Lodeholt, to tackle and drove him right back into the running back.
That's exactly what he did, Steve. Drove him back and then also made the tackle with his left arm on Adrian Peterson. A very strong, powerful man, Red Bryant is.
They had a week off to watch his teammates.
Yeah, he's nice and fresh.
2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Peterson left side. Bounces into the line. Now he breaks back to the right, and he is dropped by Earl Thomas. Not across the 35, but a 7-yard pickup. As the initial wave was blocked by the Seahawks defenders, but then Peterson cut back to his right, found a little running room.
And that's what the Seahawks have to be aware of today, that cutback lane by Adrian Peterson. He's very good at pressing the hole and then coming back to the backside. To the backside, you got to really make sure they stay inside the running lane, so that's where he gets a big run.
And Favorable is in to head for pass rush here. 3rd down and 4 with the ball at the Vikings 36. 5 defensive backs for Seattle. Shotgun snap. Ponder takes it. Wilkes' ball is hit as he throws. Is it a fumble or is it an incomplete pass? The ball is still on the ground. No whistles. I think it's a fumble. The Seahawks got on it. Let's see what they call. It is a fumble. It is the Seahawks ball at the 33-yard line.
That was Cliff Abel coming from the backside.
With spanking on him early.
Looking to his left. Abel beat Lodeholt the right tackle and now put the ball out of his hands, and it is the football, and the Seahawks recovery. Great field position, great way to start this football game.
Phil Lodeholt missed last week's game because he was out with a concussion. He is back, and he's been run over twice by the Seahawks. So they go right on offense to the Seahawks 1st and 10 at the Vikings 32 with 13:29 here to play in this first quarter. Yard line.
Yeah, Marshawn made the Cardinals sit up fumbling the football, but next thing you don't want to do is another negative, try and pick the football up just on top of the football, as number 90, Fred Evans, came through there and made that hit on Marshawn. As he tried to pick it up again, he got hit by multiple Vikings, but Max Unger was there to make the recovery.
So 2nd now at 22, all the way back to the 32-yard line. Lynch, the single setback, shotgun snap to Wilson. Has time, he's going to let it fly. Got a man out there, Curson overthrows him. Inside the 5-yard line, down the right side. And just overthrew him a little bit. And, you know, we were out, Warren, during pregame warm-ups watching Russell, and he kind of underthrew a few guys, especially Percy Harvin. We were saying he's going to have to lay that ball out there to these receivers.
Well, he normally comes out and is a little bit high or a little bit long with his throws, as he was right there. So he's playing just the way he normally does, starting football games off. He usually starts off just a little bit erratic and then settles down and starts to hit a stride.
3rd and 22 now from the 32-yard line. Again, a shotgun snap, 2 receivers far side, inside handoff. Lynch makes one man miss, now he bounces and knows he's going to be dropped. Back to the line of scrimmage. Williams, the big defensive tackle, is there. We'll call it maybe a gain of a yard. It's going to be 4th down at a mile. And on comes Steven Hauschka. And Hauschka's been almost perfect. 22 of 23 field goals. The only miss was an actual block. His long for the season is 53. This one is going to be a 42-yard field goal attempt. I beg your pardon, 50-yard field goal attempt. Now we've got it. Out of the hold of John Ryan from the left hash mark. There's the snap, the spot. The kick is hurrying. It gets there, and it's good. A 50-yarder by Steven Hauschka on 4th and 22. And the Seahawks on the board first with 11:25 to play here in this first quarter. The Seahawks on top, 3-0.
Yeah, just a little bit sloppy on that first drive after getting great field position with the fumble by the Vikings. Yeah, there was definitely some contact in there with Richard Sherman and Simpson. It just depends on how they're going to call this, whether it's pass in the
Stop by your neighborhood Great Clips for a free haircut. And 3 or more sacks equals Jumbo Jack. Visit participating Seattle area Jack in the Box restaurants with your game ticket for home games. Or print a coupon via Seahawks.com for road games to get your free Jumbo Jack. Defense equals benefits. Visit Seahawks.com for full participation details on all your favorite premiums. Go Seahawks. Seahawks fans, are you all in? So head over to and then watching the live post-game press conference. Not to mention, you get to enjoy the game from some of the best seats in the stadium. Get to a better state. Visit winwithstatefarm.com to enter now. Go to winwithstatefarm.com for official rules and price descriptions. Some exclusions may apply. No purchase necessary. Wait outside Washington or prohibited by law. Hey Seahawks fans, 3 Seahawks sacks equals 1 free Jumbo Jack from Jack in the Box. That's right, if the Seahawks sack the opposing team's quarterback 3 or more times on the road this season, visit Seahawks.com/Jumbo Jack the Monday following the game to print your coupon. And that's not all. If you're at a home game when the Seahawks sack the opposing team's QB 3 or more times, bring your game ticket to a participating Jack in the Box restaurant to redeem. Go Seahawks. Offer is valid for 1 week. Visit Seahawks.com for additional details and participating Jack in the Box locations.
It's Don from the Ron and Don Show, where every night, 5 o'clock, we call Ron and Don's Top 5 at 5. We give the top 5 news stories, and you win big right here on Kyle Radio.
Now on the sidelines we go, Jen Mueller. Quarterback Russell Wilson must be a happy camper right about now.
Russell Okun and Breno Giacomini bouncing around like week 1 during warm-ups. Breno says he wouldn't wish being injured on anyone, but having Russell there to keep his spirits up, well, that made it easier. But those guys have seen enough of each other and the training room.
On 1st and 10 from his own 16, Wilson hits Luke Wilson across the 20 on a little crossing route. It's going to buy him about 8 yards, make it 7 yards. So 2nd and 3 coming up from his own 20 from the last 4 or 5 years. Pick up of a yard, so 3rd and 2 from the 24. Percy Harvin into the game, and fans notice.
We'll see if they're going to use Percy on this first play, or is he going to be a decoy? Maybe Minnesota's thinking that's where the ball is going to go because Percy's coming into the football game.
3rd and 2, they can do just about anything here. They keep Lynch in the game, single setback. Harvin slots on the left side. Wilson in trouble, now he's got a scramble, now he's going to go down. Trapped inside the 20, he's sacked. Getting to him is Brian Robson. One of those veteran defensive ends, and pretty good coverage that time because Wilson had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that pressure got on him pretty quick. That the route didn't even have